Welcome to City Rivals of North America, the Big Four leagues and their championships. We'll also be looking at other major league sports in North America and the NFL pre-Superbowl era. We'll also be looking at old and rival major sports leagues in North America. For this episode of City Rivals of North America, Los Angeles versus Boston. 1962. Round 1, NBA Finals, Boston Celtics versus LA Lakers. Boston wins the best-of-7 series 4-3 to win the NBA title. Scoreboard update, Boston 1, LA 0. Championships, Boston 14, LA 2. 1963. Round 2, NBA Finals, Boston Celtics versus the LA Lakers. Boston wins the best-of-7 game series 4-2 to win the NBA title. Scoreboard update, Boston 2, LA 0. Championships, Boston 15, Los Angeles 3. 1965. Round 3, NBA Finals, Boston Celtics versus the LA Lakers. Boston wins the best-of-7 series 4-1 to win the NBA title. Scoreboard update, Boston 3, LA 0. Championships, Boston 17, LA 4. 1966. Round 4, NBA Finals, Boston Celtics versus LA Lakers. Boston wins the best-of-7 game series 4-3 to win the NBA title. Scoreboard update, Boston 4, LA 0. Championships, Boston 18, LA 4. 1968. Round 5, NBA Finals, Boston Celtics versus the LA Lakers. Boston wins the best-of-7 game series 4-2 to win the NBA title. Scoreboard update, Boston 5, LA 0. Championships, Boston 19, LA 4. 1969. Round 6, NBA Finals, Boston Celtics versus the LA Lakers. Boston wins the best-of-7 game series 4-3 to win the NBA title. Scoreboard update, Boston 6, LA 0. Championships, Boston 20, LA 4. 1974. Round 7, North American Soccer League semifinal, Boston Minutemen versus the LA Aztecs. LA won the game 2-0, then went on to beat Miami to win the North American Soccer League Cup. Scoreboard update, Boston 6, LA 1. Championships, Boston 24, LA 6. 1976. Round 8, Stanley Cup quarterfinal, Boston Bruins versus the LA Kings. Boston wins the best-of-7 game series 4-3, but lost to the Philadelphia Flyers in the semifinals. Scoreboard update, Boston 7, LA 1. Championships, Boston 25, LA 6. 1977. Round 9, Stanley Cup quarterfinal, Boston Bruins versus the LA Kings. Boston won the best-of-7 game series 4-2, then beat Philadelphia in the semis, but lost to the Montreal Canadiens to lose the Stanley Cup. Scoreboard update, Boston 8, Los Angeles 1. Championships, Boston 25, LA 6. 1984. Round 10, NBA Finals, Boston Celtics versus the LA Lakers. Boston wins the best-of-7 game series 4-3 to win the NBA title. Scoreboard update, Boston 9, LA 1. Championships, Boston 27, LA 10. 1985. Round 11, NBA Finals, Boston Celtics versus the LA Lakers. Los Angeles wins the best-of-7 game series 4-2 to win the NBA title. Round 12, AAFC divisional game, New England Patriots versus the Los Angeles Raiders. New England won the game 27-20 over the Raiders, went on to beat Miami but lost the Super Bowl to the Chicago Bears. Scoreboard update, Boston 10, Los Angeles 2. Championships, Boston 27, LA 11. 1986. Round 13, ALCS, Boston Red Sox versus the California Angels. Boston won the series 4-3, but then went on to lose the World Series to the New York Mets. Scoreboard update, Boston 11, LA 2. Championships, Boston 28, Los Angeles 11. 1987. Round 14, NBA Finals, Boston Celtics versus the LA Lakers. LA won the best-of-7 game series 4-2 to win the NBA title. Scoreboard update, Boston 11, LA 3. Championships, Boston 28, LA 12. 2002. Round 15, MLS Final, New England Revolution versus the LA Galaxy. LA won the game 1-0 to win the MLS Cup. Scoreboard update: Boston 11, Los Angeles 4. Championships: Boston 29, LA 19. 2004. Round 16 ALDS: Boston Red Sox versus the Anaheim Angels. Boston won the best-of-5 game series 3-0, but then went on to beat the New York Yankees and the St. Louis Cardinals to win the World Series. Scoreboard update: Boston 12, LA 4. Championships: Boston 32, LA 19. 2005. Round 17 MLS Cup Final: New England Revolution versus the LA Galaxy. LA won the game 1-0 to win the MLS Cup. Scoreboard update: Boston 12, LA 5. Championships: Boston 32, LA 20. 2007. Round 18 ALDS: Boston Red Sox versus the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Boston won the best-of-5 game series 3-0, then went on to beat the Cleveland Indians and the Colorado Rockies to win the World Series. Scoreboard update: Boston 13, LA 5. Championships: Boston 33, LA 21. 2008. Round 19 NBA Finals: Boston Celtics versus the LA Lakers. Boston won the best-of-7 game series 4-2 to win the NBA title. Round 20 ALDS: Boston Red Sox versus the Los Angeles Angels at Anaheim. Boston won the best-of-5 game series 3-1, but then lost the ALCS to the Tampa Bay Rays. Scoreboard update: Boston 15, LA 5. Championships: Boston 34, LA 21. 2009. Round 21 ALDS: Boston Red Sox versus the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. LA won the series 3-0, but then lost the ALCS to the New York Yankees. Scoreboard update: Boston 15, LA 6. Championships: Boston 34, LA 22. 2010. Round 22 NBA Finals: Boston Celtics versus the LA Lakers. LA won the series 4-3 to win the NBA title. Scoreboard update: Boston 15, LA 7. Championships: Boston 34, LA 23. 2014. Round 23 MLS Cup Final: New England Revolution versus the LA Galaxy. LA won the game 2-1 to win the MLS Cup. Scoreboard update: Boston 15, LA 8. Championships: Boston 37, LA 28. 2018. Round 24 World Series: Boston Red Sox versus the LA Dodgers. Boston won the series 4-1 to win the World Series. Round 25 AAFC Divisional Final: New England Patriots versus the LA Chargers. And round 26 Super Bowl: New England Patriots versus the LA Rams. New England beat the Chargers 41-28, went on to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, then beat the LA Rams 13-3 in the Super Bowl. Scoreboard update: Boston 18, LA 8. Championships: Boston 40, LA 28. Present date. Final update: Boston and LA have played each other 26 times in head-to-head matchups in the playoffs, with Boston leading 18-8 over those years. Championships: Boston has 40 and LA has 28. Thanks for watching City Rivals of North America, Los Angeles versus Boston.